Hello everybody, welcome back to Gooner Gathering. I am Gooner Lee Meads, playing it solo for a little bit as Posh Bertie gets back from his match. He's been to see Ebbs Fleet and he's going to be in a good mood because they've won. So that's good news. But how's everyone doing? Is everyone doing okay? We've got people filing in the chat already. Good to see you all. I can see a comment in the chat already. Let's have a look who it is. It's AFC Always with the starting lineup. Funny enough, mate, I've already got it on the old on the back end here on this. I've got straight off the Arsenal Twitter page. Let's put the starting lineups up, shall we? It's going to divide opinion here, I think, guys. So I'd like to know your opinions of what you think of it. Got David Raya in goal, of course. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Jorginho, Captain Martin Odegaard, Saka back into the side, Gabriel Jesus in the side, and of course, everyone's favourite German striker, Kai Havertz, is around with us. So yes, we are here. We'll be doing the live chat-along for Brighton against Arsenal in a little bit. Of course, I'm on here a little bit early today because there's a few things going on and we haven't spoken about the game the other night, have we? We hadn't spoken about how Arsenal put in what I want to say a professional but not spectacular performance against Luton Town in the week. I can see comments coming in. Let's try and keep that on here. Right, so, let's go into this. AFC Always saying, think Arteta's thinking about Bayern Munich on Tuesday. I would saying that, well, we've just gone through the lineup there. I think it looks pretty strong. The only thing I probably am a little bit unsure on is the fact that we've got Zinchenko left back away from home. Other than that, you've got 3 out of our back 4 that I'd choose. We've got Jorginho in a holding role, which I always like to see. Hi, Emerson, I see you in there. I'll talk to you in that in just a second. Jorginho, I always like to see when we're away from home. Bit of solidifying the midfield. I suppose if you're thinking we've got Jesus on the starting lineup, and maybe resting Martinelli, perhaps. Is that what you're thinking? I personally I prefer to see Nketiah at left back. But then it's because I like the traditional left back position. One player I do want to talk about, actually, let's go to Emerson Cozier first. Let's bring up the comment there because our resident expert in the Arsenal Academy sides. Good afternoon, and everybody. He says our under-18s drew 2-2 today. Scorers Max Dowman and 14-year-old sensation and Juzo Ober Martin. I hope I haven't butchered that name too badly. I hope I did okay. I don't know who that was against, mate, so you can have to let me know if you can. But one player who isn't playing from the start today but came in for only his 3rd start of the Premier League campaign the other night was Emil Smith-Rowe. Poor lad who has got a lot of people, including our very own Posh Bertie, who we'll see in a little bit, waxing lyrical about him and, obviously offers an awful lot of talent. Poor guy that's had a lot of injury issues and really been pressing for a start. Well, you don't, if you get an opportunity to get out on the field and perform, that's exactly what he did the other night. He had part to play in both the goals, of course. He was involved in the midfield play, then Havertz squared the ball over to Odegaard. And, of course, Smith-Rowe was very much involved in part of the play for the own goal. But I felt with Tuesday against Luton, I thought it was always going to be an occasion where it might take a little bit of a while for us to get going. and with maybe a slight, well, it was 5 changes in that starting lineup, wasn't it? I always felt it might take a little bit of a while for us to warm up and get going, and it took us 20 odd minutes for Erdogan to get on the score sheet. But here's the thing today, they got the result, which is all we could do. We could put the pressure on Liverpool briefly. Of course, they came out from the Sheffield United game and they won. And of course, Manchester City today have gone in front of us as it stands into second place in the league after they beat Crystal Palace 4-2. Emerson in the chat is saying, pop this up here, I would have rested Saka to be a sub today and played Martinelli from the start. Okay. And the under-18s played home today against West Bromwich Albion. Okay. Midday kickoff. Fantastic. I will see if I can catch up with that during the next couple of days. I've been very, very busy today. You guys can probably hear my daughter in the background. It's my Amy's birthday today. She's 12 years old today, so we've had a little bit of a mini party going on here. We've had nanny round. We've had a bit of fast food. We've had a little bit of fun times. It's been nice. It's it's been, so if I'm not the ultimate professional like I normally am, wink. Yeah, that'll be why. I've literally got nothing written down today. I'm winging it, so I'm sure you'll be kind to me. You guys always are, and of course, Bertie will be with us probably just after kickoff. All right. So let's have a look. I mean, with the Saka thing, I think Arteta was being a bit careful with him the other night, not including him in the squad at all. Meant that he had the complete night off, and then of course he came back to training. I mean, we'll see in front. We'll see how he looks. I thought the work that Saka did against Manchester City was outstanding. The work that he and Jesus did to back up the fullbacks in a defensive sort of situation was really excellent. Thank you very much, Emerson, who says, "Happy birthday, Amy. Have a great day." From the Cozier family. So, would you like to respond, Mrs. M?
Thank you.
Mrs. M is in the background. Of course, she doesn't really like being on camera, but she's with me as well at the moment.
In spirit.
Yeah, she's cheering us on. She's our number one fan, and you could be our number one fan too if you hit that like button. If you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, and all that good stuff. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun. But you're welcome, Amy. Emerson says, "Thank you." With the Martinelli thing, because we are not there, we don't know the situation with how fit he is, and I think personally, Martinelli offers us something completely different in that outstanding pace and skill and that natural fit on that left-hand side. You could very easily have other people. I thought Trossard might have played today, in all fairness, against his old club. But clearly they want to go with Havertz, Saka and Jesus. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. And one thing that is playing on me, and I'm sure you guys will all remember about this time last year, of course. Bit of a different sort of campaign where Arsenal were, I believe, at one stage about 8 points clear, and we ran into a bit of a brick wall around about this stage. And I do happen to remember quite famously we played Brighton and it all went terribly wrong. And there's a very, very funny clip on our YouTube channel Shorts, me responding to us conceding that third goal, I think it was. But it will be very interesting for me to see how this Arsenal side respond from catching up from playing from behind, if you understand what I mean. And of course, this is how tight the race is at the moment, right? We win the game today. I'm not saying it's going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, by the way, but if we win the game, we'll go top of the table, at least for a little while. And then, of course, the back and forth, like a chess match, we'll see how it plays out. As I always say to you, we can only go by the next game, and we'll see how it all plays out. So one thing I haven't really looked at, I think if I look up above on the chat there, if I put this on the screen there from AFC Always, it was kind enough before we went on air to put this in the chat. So that's the starting 11 you can see there. It's not a good time for my phone to fail, is it? No. So you have the lineup there with Raya, White, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Jorginho, Odegaard, Jesus, Saka, and 29, Kai Havertz, the most informed striker in the whole of Europe. I'm not even joking. Of course, our substitutes, I should mention. Goalkeeper is Aaron Ramsdale, of course. Tomiyasu, of course, is back with the squad. Kivior is there. Partey's back on the bench. Emil Smith-Rowe is back on the bench after starting the other day. Fabio Vieira is there. Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah, and finally, Leonardo Trossard. So, let me take a deep breath. And what I will do now, I haven't got it in the back end, but what I'll do, I'll off the old phone, I'll tell you what Brighton are starting with. And if I mispronounce any of their names, I apologise. So the goalkeeper is Verbruggen, I believe. Lamptey, of course, a very pacey lad, is a fullback. Jean-Paul Van Heckel, I don't know if that's a good name. Lewis Dunk, who was exceptional, actually. I remember we did a YouTube short on Dunk, how exceptional his positional play was at the Emirates. He was very good. Utopian is the other fullback, of course. My goodness, these names aren't easy to pronounce, are they? Let's see. Well, Pascal Gross, I know, of course. Monda, Belba, Akiso, Andraga, and Danny Welbeck, of course, we all know. We all remember Danny. It looked like he might be able to get something from Brighton against Liverpool the other weekend, I want to say. Right. Their substitutes. Now, some of these are a bit more familiar to me, actually. Jason Steele, who for a large part of last season was their number one goalkeeper. Veltman, Julio, Barco, Perpion, Bonate, sorry. Lallana, Adam Lallana, of course you all know. The young sensation from Barcelona, I think you all know, Ansu Fati, and while Pedro, of course, is on the substitutes bench. Let's have a little look on the Arsenal website, because what I want to do, have a little chat about what was spoken in the press conference. So let's see, every word from the presser. There we go. That's exactly what I want to see. So we mentioned about Bukayo Saka's fitness. We will know. We have a session in a few hours. Obviously, he's fit. Now, we'll know whether he's fit or not. Everyone else seems okay. So if he's referring to the likes of Martinelli, maybe he is being a little bit cautious and being a bit careful in terms of, obviously, a big game on, I believe it's Tuesday night, isn't it? The Champions League game. mentioned about the changes that he made. Of course, I'll mention this very much. There's Posh Bertie in the chat. He's going to make it in time for kickoff. I'm sure he's in a sprightly mood. He's probably running back to his place right now. So it'll be good to see you, Posh. Cheers, mate. Thomas Partey, I thought for the 60-odd minutes, I want to say. Oh, his dad's driving. Fair enough. That's what he's typing now. Don't worry. All good, Posh. Look, take your time. Get yourself settled in. I'm holding the fort. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Talking of Posh Bertie, if you haven't been watching his series, Playing Football Manager 2024, it's a lot of fun. I made an unexpected run in yesterday because the whole StreamYard failed. So that was a good time. Thomas Partey came into the side, had a very good performance, I felt. I think it's a bonus, really, that he's getting himself back to fitness. Do I think he's going to start a lot of games? No, personally, I don't. But what I do think is he'll have a very crucial part to play in and out of the season. Because personally, it's a preference because I like Jorginho's form and I like how he's been playing. As I said, it feels to me like he brings up a quite nice screen for us in the back line. But having that extra player, having Thomas Partey there is a big bonus for me. Arteta mentioned about Emil Smith-Rowe coming into training and wanting to make an impact. Of course, in the press conference, Arteta was very clear about saying that we have got players that haven't really played an awful lot. It's up to them to come into the side when they need it to make an impact. And I think Emil Smith-Rowe was one who really got in there. And I think for the first part, certainly for the first half, I thought he was outstanding. I thought he faded a little bit in the second half, but you'd expect that because he hasn't featured that much the whole season. But I thought he did very well. And, and I'm sure he'll have another performance coming up like that very soon. Let's see, what else did Mikel say? We are closing in on kickoff time in about seven minutes time. So it was asked, Mikel, whether our 4 away games is where the title will be won or lost. He says yes, but at home as well. We have the Champions League and we have some big games to play at home. So every game in this league is extremely difficult. You look what happened last night, what happened, and everyone is just suffering to win because the level is so high. And we're going to play a real tough opponent again against Brighton. So we know that we'll prepare well and try to be better than them and try to win. Well, that's the idea, isn't it? Don't need to really mention that, but of course, Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League the other day, as you can hear a police siren in the background. That was an extraordinary game in the league the other day. This is right. Thomas Partey, I mentioned him a moment ago. So, as there's been talk of him saying, I want to stay at the club and all that. This is Mikel responding to that on the Arsenal website. He better have his head here because we are playing for big things and that's what we expect. We need him because he's a top player and a very important player for us. And you could see on the pitch the impact he can have for us. He's our player. He's got 1 more year on his contract and I'm really happy with him. What do you guys think? Would you think Mikel will be wanting to give Partey an extension on the contract? Because I would hope to think that we are in a position where if players' contracts are running out, you want to be getting fees for them. That's my feeling. But your opinions might differ to me on this one. can see the players in the tunnel, so we are getting to the kickoff very, very soon. Now, especially on our channel here, one player that definitely divides opinion is one Kai Havertz, isn't it? And he was on a run of scoring in 4 consecutive games. Had an assist, of course, in the last one against Luton. And Arteta was asked whether we have seen Kai's best form yet. And he says, I don't think so. At this age, he's just starting with us. It's his first season, building them relationships with his teammates, of course. He's moving in them positions as well, and that's good. And with the intelligence that he has, he can be much better. So I think that's an interesting statement. I think perhaps we're seeing more of him in that advanced forward position rather than the experimentation of him in a quote unquote Xhaka position, because that's definitely not what his strengths are. What his strengths are is assisting and scoring goals, and as he's had a consistent run, we see him better from him. My phone has actually frozen. That's not ideal, is it? I'll see if I can update that. We've already gone through the lineups for Brighton. I think this is going to work okay. Come on. No, the app's crashed on me. All I've got is the Arsenal symbol. Okay, well, I'll abandon talking about the press conference for a minute. I will talk about our reserve goalkeeper for a moment. And if you recall the game that we called here on Gooner Gathering, the game against Brentford, I'll hold fire just a moment, because here he is, fresh from going to Ebbsfleet today. It's the poshest man in all of sports entertainment. Bosh Bertie is in the house. Hello, buddy.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen one of my teams get 3 points today. Let's see if I can get 100% with Arsenal. 2-1 win. Very good. And hopefully Arsenal can win today and not have a 95th minute Danny Welbeck dagger.
Absolutely. We don't need any of that. We don't need to be producing another clip like our game against Brighton last season, do we?
No.
Let me remind you. Flip the pen. That was Brighton, wasn't it?
That was the 3-0. Yes. Afternoon, Emerson. How are you? Good to see Emerson in the chat. AFC always in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Great to see all of you. We're
busy chat already. Are you familiar with the starting lineup, Bertie? Before we carry on?
I am familiar. I don't agree with playing Zinchenko away from home against Brighton. We don't want our.
Yeah, I was saying that.
No, that's the wrong call. I'm surprised to see Saka start. I thought Arteta would rest him again when he plays Bayern. But other than that, I'm not surprised. Bit sad that my boy Smith Rowe isn't starting after his world-class performance against Luton. But who knows? He might play against Bayern.
You reckon? I was just praising Emil Smith Rowe just a moment ago. What I did say was that I thought he looked motivated. He came in and made a big performance, had part to play in both the goals. I thought he was extremely strong in the first half. I thought he just faded a touch in the second, but that wasn't a surprise to me because that was only his third start of the season. And what the guy needs more than anything else is the minutes. My worry was because he played so much of the game, how he would respond the day after. So I'm just wondering, with the injury worries he had, I'll say,
And
if he's
we're off.
100% fit, we are off and running. And Raya with a big clearance to get us going. Maybe they're just being careful with him, see how he reacts in getting game time. Because, as you know, Posh, we've got an awful lot of games coming up in a very, very short time. And this is where the likes of Partey, likes of Emil Smith Rowe, Martinelli to come back in. This is where we'll probably make a lot of changes as we go along. Early free kick for us here, Posh.
Early free kick. That's a decent one for Declan or Odegaard to whip in for Gabriel's head. Potentially, who knows? Early free kick for about 40 seconds in.
Fantastic. Looks like it's Martin Odegaard who's going to be taking it. Hand in the air, getting the cat excited.
He was hesitant there. Free kick comes in.
The goalkeeper. It's
so good.
Gabriel, you called it, Bosch. Just
for a minute.
Unchallenged.
I was about to say straight to the keeper, but no. Gabriel there nearly scored.
Might have been a hint of offside, Bosch.
Well,
but
either way,
it went wide anyway.
Either way, it wouldn't have made a difference because he put it wide.
Yeah.
Well on Raya.
Bit of a shank clearance, I thought, from David Raya, that one.
Okay.
Been watching his distribution a little bit today, mate. What did you make, Posh, of the criticism that Gary Neville put at David Raya after keeping a clean sheet, bear in mind, against Manchester City?
There were moments where some Arsenal fans were criticising him, but I didn't see anything that was, he kept a clean sheet. He did his job. I'm not gonna. I have no issues with Raya against City. He kept a clean sheet. He did his job.
I think we said it when we did the live that his distribution wasn't great, but the thing he was paid to do, which is keep the ball out the net and anticipate crosses and stop shots, he did quite well with.
Well, let's hope he can do well today because Brighton are going to come forward here. They're going to try and come forward. Ben White against his old club, making his 100th appearance for Arsenal today.
Oh, man with the stats. Corner. Thank you, Bosh. Like it. Did well enough to get the ball out for a corner there.
Brighton have a corner 2 minutes and 50 seconds in, coming up to 3 minutes. We don't really want to concede an early goal. That'll be a bit embarrassing. We don't want to do that.
We don't want a 3-minute warning, do we?
We absolutely do not. Happy WrestleMania Day, everybody.
Absolutely.
Corner's about to come in. It does. And
Raya punches it. Clear. Half clear.
Well, only as far as okay. Is that dangerous?
Jorginho down. Yeah, Jorginho down, thrown in the penalty area. As he landed bad on his shoulder, I think.
Let's see what happened there. He's just about going to come back up. Watch. Yeah. It was his elbow almost, I think.
Yeah.
He landed a bit awkwardly there, but
yeah.
He's getting treatment on the pitch. Doesn't look like it's nothing major.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Quick look at the Gabriel chance there on the Odegaard free kick. So close. That would have been nice for the nerve, wouldn't it?
It would have been nice to get an early lead. Of course,
Yep.
I was about to say, Brighton away is a tough place to go, but I think the last time we lost or dropped point, last time we lost away from home against Brighton was our second game back from the COVID break. The Malpine, you're a cheat. There was that game.
Oh, okay.
That was the last time we lost. Brighton.
You are more prepared than I am today, Posh. I've got nothing, as you well know. It's been a very busy household here today with Amy's birthday. So thank you for your birthday message for her.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Amy there. Let's hope her birthday present is an Arsenal win. That's what she's always wanted.
Well, she's got her own Bertie now. She's got a bear that's just named Bertie.
More like Bertie, am I right?
Hey!
Brighton have the ball.
Okay. All right, Mrs. M.
What a cute one.
Okay. Here comes Brighton. We better get talking about the football. Right, we'll clear that one away. Havertz up in the air and wins a free kick.
This will not be an easy game, despite the fact that the last time we lost to Brighton was in 2020. This won't be an easy game, that's for sure. It's always going to be a difficult place to go.
Sounds like we've got a plane or an air raid siren going on here. But yeah, you're right, Posh. It's not going to be easy. But it's just Premier League. There's not easy games, isn't it? That's the thing.
No.
I mean, pretty like Crystal Palace went ahead against Manchester City earlier on today. So anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Absolutely. There's no easy games unless it's at Bramall Lane or. No. Sorry, Tom Lemons, if you're watching. Gabriel now on the ball. He's going to pass it to Zinchenko. Arsenal look to come forward, although Zinchenko just plays it back to Gabriel.
Look at that. Look at it. See Zinchenko there. Stand where he's supposed to be.
It's a miracle.
Oh, dear.
Well, hang on. Let's be careful here.
Well recovered.
Mm.
Here's Jesus and Rice. They're trying to put the press on us. Gabriel to Raya. Oh, doesn't find one of our players.
Yeah. He was under pressure there, David Raya, with Brighton doing a bit of Gegan press, like how I do on Football Manager.
Now, put this on record, everybody. A good defensive header by Zinchenko.
Well, the end is
I know.
ladies and gentlemen.
I know. That'll be one of the highlights of the stream.
Jesus now.
Another opportunity for Jesus to shine.
Jesus being an inverted winger there. Look at that.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that because the front line will interchange. That confuses defenders. I should know I am one.
Absolutely. Zinchenko. Oh, Jesus tried a bit of skill there, but it didn't work. Brighton now have the ball back.
You're going to have to do a bit more than that to beat that defender. Havertz putting the pressure on now.
Mm.
That's number 2's Lamptey, isn't it, for Brighton? I recognise him. Very pacey lad.
Oh, look, Zinchenko leaving a big hole in our defence there. Look at this. Oh, yeah. And in approximately 2 hours or so, that ball will come back down to earth.
Yes, indeed, Bosh. I will just see if I can remember who the squad numbers are and work out who that shot was. It was number 10.
Completely unmarked. Enciso. He was the one who scored that worldie against Man City last season.
Okay.
I remember him.
I'm very impressed. Ball's very much in the middle of the field at the moment. Big thank you to 10 of you, I think, are watching us at the moment. Always very much appreciated.
What's going to happen here? So Gabriel to Jorginho, back to Gabriel.
Yeah. Looks like they're sort of waiting for us, we're waiting for them to sort of come at us and give us a little bit of space, I would suggest. And that forced a mistake on us, actually.
Giving it away there. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to force a mistake on us. It's worked at the moment.
A shot off
And
target
that's
there.
1-1.
Say hello to Chris, who's just joined us.
Hello, Chris. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. To see you, nice. That's 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, and it's still goalless. Although Brighton have had the more, I say, threats at goal. They've not had a shot on target, but they've had the more times the ball's gone towards the goal.
Yeah,
They've had the more shots, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
But one went into Rose Ed and one went really wide. So, yeah.
I think offside flag went against Havertz there. So Brighton are just working them way in the defensive area after that free kick.
Well done, Saliba. Stopping Danny Welbeck there.
Yeah.
Danny Welbeck, of course, former Arsenal player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that last kick of the game winner against Leicester will always be a good moment.
Yeah. That moment for that just maybe a week or so that made us think we might win a league.
Yeah.
I always rated Danny, actually. He had terrible luck at Arsenal with the injuries, but always a good player. Difficult opponent today.
Yeah, absolutely. Jorginho now. Looking to find a pass to... Is that Ben White? That's a good ball to Saka. Come on.
The gears and he's missing it. What? Oh.
It's gonna be one of those games for him, isn't it?
Big up the Mile Highers in the chat as well. Hello, mate.
May have been offside anyway, I think.
Big up, GG. Enjoy your Saturday. Best of luck today, fellas. Thank you very much, mate. As soon as Saka received the ball, I thought he was going to score. He's coming at them again. Second involvement. Jesus with the shot. Save!
Ooh, great save from the keeper. Corner to Arsenal.
Arsenal just starting to look a little bit threatening. Ødegaard involved. Saka with the pullback and a first-time finish from Jesus. And a great save from the goalkeeper. Couldn't have hit that any better, Jesus, could he?
No, decent save from the keeper. Who is? I don't recognise the keeper. Vierbugen. Whoever is.
Yeah, it's not one I'm very familiar with.
Steele isn't in goal for them.
Yeah, Steele was the number one choice last season. Saka with the corner. Early involvement looking good. He doesn't show any sort of sign of injuries. There's the corner from Saka headed away. Ødegaard. Saka bringing it down. Ødegaard will be looking to get in the ball in the penalty area. There's the cross. Gabriel's in the middle. Doesn't get to him. But Jesus has the go. Don't know if that was a shot, but it's more like a cross to Gabriel. Jesus trying to with the skill. All a bit crowded. Scrambled away, and Arsenal will go again with Zinchenko. Talk fast, don't I?
Yes. You're more prepared than I am because I've just got back. Although I've been the one with the stats today.
You've been on the?
I've been the one with the stats, the statistics.
Stats. Absolutely. I'm impressed, Posh. I'm surprised you haven't got a big old mountain of notes for me.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
No, quite. Ødegaard now. Arsenal cranked up it a gear, I think. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing the Big Show theme again. not yet.
No,
too early.
We want a big showing of Arsenal performances today.
Yeah. There's Raya, sweeper keeper. Simple pass there, nothing spectacular. Dealt with the situation well. Arsenal building again. Looking at Kai's run. Looking at Jesus' runs. There's the big ball. Havertz is in. Can he get it into his left foot? Plays across in.
Oh my God.
Gabriel Jesus with a difficult header. It just goes wide. Good from Kai, though. Very good from Kai.
We're piling the pressure on, but we've got to end up scoring one of these. We don't want to look back on this and think, oh, if only we didn't waste all these chances, because we've been through that. We've been through that already this season.
That was a difficult chance, I feel, by Posh, because the way the ball was moving.
I
thought Jesus did well to get an effort on it.
The angle was tight, but yeah.
15 minutes and 30 seconds nearly on the clock.
It remains 0-0. Brighton now are playing a bit of kickball in their area. We're putting some pressure on, though, from Odegaard. Back to the keeper who deals with it.
Just going to turn my camera off for a minute because you don't really want a close-up of me as I shut the window here. It might have got a bit X-rated just for a moment.
Anyway, Brighton are now in our box here. Ooh, ambitious effort. It was a nice curler, but it went over, and it's a goal kick.
Excellent.
Quite a few chances from both teams. 16 minutes gone.
Yeah, pretty open game.
Bit of a lively game, yeah.
Yeah. Just don't want any silly mistakes playing it around the back. It just brings back bad memories.
Yes, I don't want David Raya making mistakes like that. He's supposed to be...
No, especially when we put our reputations on the line for that man.
Yes. Well, I put my reputation on the line for Bukayo Saka last season, and well...
True.
No, my reputation went the moment we went 2-0 up against West Ham, and I said it's too easy.
Oh, that's a good time.
I don't know why I said that, because that's not like me at all. I don't know.
No. I mean, talk about going out of character.
Maybe my lunch was good that day. I don't know. Odegaard. Yeah, it is. Passes it back to Ben White, to Zinchenko, who is a centre-back now. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that was a good run from Jesus, that.
Yeah, it was a nice idea. If Zinchenko did a good ball towards him, that would have been good from him.
Yeah. Still, look at that. Jesus gets another ball. Oh, Havertz.
No.
It was a bit crowded out. Shank clearance only goes as far as Zinchenko. And in that role, I can understand him, being advanced. He won us the ball in a good position. There's Odegaard playing it to Saka. And Odegaard again. Oh, that's a good ball. No, Ben, he's giving it against Ben. No. Gave it against Ben.
Eusebian, he had a brilliant start to the season. I remember last season because everyone kept saying, "Get this guy in your FPL team. He gives you 20 points." I remember, and then I put him in, and then he got sent off.
You put the curse on him, right?
Yeah. Honestly, when it comes to FPL, I am a massive curse. Although when I take it seriously the first few weeks of the season, and I just forget about it. That's why I'm not a regular FPL player, because I just end up forgetting about it when it comes to November.
I end up tearing my hair out. So I had two big scorers in the week. Posh, I had Foden and I had Cole Palmer, but of course Pep didn't use him today. But my replacement, my sub bench had Ward-Prowse on it.
Okay.
So, and he scored for West Ham. So,
was he one of the scorers? Okay,
he was.
I know that they came from behind.
Became a bit fortunate actually because VAR denied Wolves an equaliser.
Okay.
Right at the end, I think. Now, I didn't see exactly what happened there, but free kick to Arsenal.
I was too busy watching the masterclass that is Danny Searle's episode. Well, I say masterclass. Oh, hang on. Good chance.
Saka. Erdegaard with a blast. Deflection. Corner.
As I was saying, it was a comfortable game. We were 2-0 up, and then Billy Clifford, one of our midfielders, missed a shot from one-on-one shot from 3 yards out, and then Fylde got a goal back, and it was a bit nervy the last 10 minutes. It shouldn't have been like that, but regardless, big 3 points for us. And yeah,
I'm hoping we'll have some of that positive energy coming towards us here from the Amex.
Let's hope we get a big 3 points as well. If only Ben Chapman was playing for Arsenal. He scored 2 goals today, and one of them was a bit like De Bruyne's goal against Palace. Anyway, header. Oh, it's wide.
Arm stretched out. Gabriel saying,
was he giving the offside or something?
Was he saying he was held by Gross?
Oh yeah.
Was it gross misconduct?
Oh, I was about to say a gross.
Get in! Come on! Shabba!
Shabba. Hands in the air. Reach for the lasers. There's Danny Welbeck. Let's be careful with him.
Subscribe to Gooner Gathering for all the good jokes.
Yes, and all the Phoenix Knights references there, saying Shabba. Anyway, okay, decent block there.
Free kick to Arsenal with a handball.
Get out of danger.
Can't help but think, probably the last, we're 22 minutes in. This isn't as easy as Sheffield United, is it?
No, because Brighton are a decent team. With all due respect. Well, unless you play Sheffield United on Football Manager, I knew that the game would screw me over there. Whenever you fly high in the title race and you play away from home to bottom of the league, the most Football Manager thing ever is you to drop points. It's a Football Manager thing. It really is.
I'd advise you, sir, if you'd ever listen to me, to drop some of your forward players just back a tiny bit, so you've not got such of a gap, because you've got a very attacking formation there, sir.
A bad workman blames his tools, so I'm not going to blame the game too much. Tools are a word I could use to describe some of my players in those games on Football Manager. Anyway,
got nothing to do with the manager, of course.
Oh no, absolutely not. The mean street poshy all the way, posh Bertie's Barmy Army. Anyway, Brian could do a counter attack here. Let's deal with that.
Love that reference on the WrestleMania weekend. Well cut out, Raya. Well done.
There you go. Of course, Brighton have a very good player on the bench who reminds me of me, and that's Fatty.
Yeah.
And of course, that has a lot to do with my amazing skill and pace down the wing that I have as a footballer, and absolutely nothing else.
Yep. Nice reference. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that a lot. There's our friend Zinny.
Yes, he's in midfield. There's the left back.
Jorginho, nice.
Very good ball to Saka.
Saka.
Saka's Come on.
Last second clearance from the Brighton players there. It was good from them, actually. They dealt with it well.
Jorginho heads it back to Saliba. And
good interception off Ben White there as well. I keep on pinching myself thinking this is a Saturday. So odd for me to be not being off on the Saturday. And Mrs. M off as well. Never have
it's a full house.
It is a full house. I never have Mrs. M on a Saturday night.
She's too busy partying.
Absolutely. Every minute in Tesco's is a party.
Absolutely.
Other supermarkets are available. Sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to mention our shop.
Well, Brighton now they've got the ball. What are they going to do with it? They're going to trying to build a chance here.
Well back to
This
Lamptey.
could be dangerous.
Oh, shouts for a penalty, Raya on Lamptey.
Yeah, this could be dangerous here.
VAR, I think, might be looking at it.
Let's see what's happening here.
Or is it just a collision?
No. Let's see. Well, Zinchenko was he pulling his shirt a little bit?
A little bit. Posh, you're going to lose me for just a second, mate.
Okay. I think. It's hard to watch this with the mute on because I don't know what they're saying. Whether it's a VAR check or not. I think the check's been complete. I think everything is fine. They're focusing on Havertz a bit. Goal involvement, second place in most goal involvement since February. Kai Havertz. Nope, check's complete. No penalty. And our famous goalkeeper Gabriel takes the goal kick. Ryan out to Jorginho. Zinchenko back to Gabriel. Gabriel now back to Raya. Kef. Oh, God. Brighton are really piling on the pressure here. They've got that gegenpress going. And they've got the ball again. Anyway, deal with that, please. Gabriel, well done. Saliba. Jorginho. Back to Saliba.
I'm back with you.
Lee Meadows is back.
Hello.
Hello.
I think poor Mrs. M's getting a little bit tired, so she may leave me for a little bit and go and have a little bit of a rest. So to bring up AFC Always in the chat, saying, we don't start putting these chances away, it will come back to bite us in the backside. I think Arsenal done much better in the last 5-10 minutes.
Who's getting treatment here? Is it one of the Brighton players? I can't really see.
It is a Brighton player.
Physio's in the way.
I'm not sure. Is it Lamptey?
I don't know. Couldn't see. The physio was in the way.
As soon as I know, mate, I will tell you. I think it is Lamptey. Raya's struggling a bit there as well. He's getting some treatment.
We don't want to see that.
That leads me quite nicely onto my next point, Posh. As we have a bit of a break in play.
Yeah.
Before you joined us, I was just about to bring up that Aaron Ramsdale's been nominated for Save the Month. Remember when he came in and played against Brentford? And Ivan Toney's long-range effort.
Tried to catch him off his line and he saved it, yeah. Oh, I remember very well.
And I quote, "Get out of my club," was your response to that.
It was a nervy moment. Like, I look back to that goal he conceded against Sporting Lisbon. On any day, it would have been like that. But fair play to him. That was a great save. But
was a great save, wasn't it?
He stressed me out in that game.
I think, didn't Declan Rice get nominated for one of the goals of the month as well?
Yes, and Mikel Arteta's been nominated for Manager of the Month.
There you go. It's all coming up, Millhouse.
Jorginho now. Saliba. Our line is very high here. Jorginho.
You say the line's high, but look at the defensive shape that Brighton are in.
Fair enough.
It's almost like they're doubling up on the fullbacks. Jorginho trying to find a little bit of space. Foul given for a foul on one of the defenders there, possibly from Jorginho.
Might have been foul on Lamptey again, I think.
No, number 24, high boot on.
Yeah, that would be Adingra.
Again, forgive us if we're not too familiar with some of the Brighton players here.
Yes. Well, speaking of Brighton, they look to come forward here. Rice just about deals with it, but number 13 for Brighton intercepts it.
But Ben White stops it and pass back to Raya, clearing it as far as Gabriel. Zinchenko, just be careful.
Yes.
Simple to Raya. Bit flat, but a good pass.
No, that was good from Raya. That was a
It was a good pass, as I said. It was a bit flat, but it was perhaps that was intentional.
It paid off. Anyway, Odegaard.
Look at Zinni in the centre forward position for a second there. Jesus. Back a little bit to Jorginho. Zinchenko. Jesus. Arsenal looking quite quick now all of a sudden. Jesus. Zinchenko. Probably going to work it to the right-hand side eventually anyway. Gabriel. And that's Saliba.
No,
back to his centre-half partner. Hollywood ball. Jesus.
Oh,
that's good. And that could be a penalty.
He's gone down. Points to the spot. Penalty.
Gabriel Jesus wins the penalty. Of course, it will go to VAR.
It will, yeah.
So let's have a look. Jesus. Yeah, he's taken out cleanly.
No problem there. Lamptey again. We've said his name the most, I think, out of all the Brighton players.
I think so.
Ooh,
probably because with Lamptey, he's the one I'm most familiar with, to be honest with you. He and Gross are the two that I know probably the most.
There's no Solly March or Evan Ferguson, so that might leave us struggling a bit there.
You know what? Yeah, it's a good point, Posh. I hadn't even thought of that. I hadn't even thought of that. Well done. Good work.
But they do have Fatty, who's on the bench, and on loan from Barcelona. Very skillful player. I'd keep an eye out on him if he comes on.
I have to tell you, they are still checking it. 32 minutes on the clock. The referee is telling the goalkeeper to get on his line, but I think they're still checking it. The commentary on Sky is saying they think the penalty will be awarded on the basis of the tackle. So they're just checking there's no offside in the build-up. Saka has placed the ball.
Giving it. Saka. Oh, my word. Come on.
Go on, my lad.
He's been in a bit of a bad form recently, so I hope he can score this penalty.
Here we go. Scores!
Yes. Ever in doubt? No. Come on.
That's my boy.
Bukayo Saka
was in poor form was a bit harsh, Bosh.
Well, he had a quiet game against Man City. This is my hill to die on. I thought he was one of the worst players on the pitch against Porto. I don't know. He's been a bit quiet as of late, but he scored the penalty, and hopefully that does well for him, and he picks it up and strives on and delivers the goods from now on.
Fair enough.
As I want him to.
Yeah, of course.
I like Saka.
I know you do. I know you do. I just like
good sauce at Nando's.
Absolutely. It's all about the sauce. He certainly showed a bit of sauce there.
Absolutely. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Come on, let's finish the story. Let's go.
There you go. It took him 34 minutes to complete the story on of course WrestleMania weekend. We all know that Cody Rhodes will hopefully finish the story. But I think Bosch is going all heel on us because all of a sudden he's chanting for Roman Reigns on Twitter.
You saw my tweet, I was going to say.
I saw it. I see everything.
He's got his own Prime bottle. So, and of course, don't forget, come WrestleMania, that big old Prime bottle will be in the middle of the ring, which definitely is so great, isn't it?
You know Prime sponsor Arsenal as well, don't you?
I know. Ebbsfleet United are the only thing I love that isn't sponsored by Prime.
Okay.
I'm clutching at straws on Ebbsfleet here.
Let's get serious for a second, Bosch.
Hang on. Oh, a bit of good skill there from Brighton's number
Good
24.
block from Arsenal. We need to get a well free kick
Brighton.
against my man Havertz.
Yes.
Let me just go back to the comments. 2 seconds. Lucas says hi. Hello, mate. It's good to see you, buddy. That's Chris's boy. I had a fantastic time with Lucas the other day.
Chris? This is the Chris that you had a picture with and posted it on Twitter.
Yes, it is.
Is that him? Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Really nice lad. Really good guy to talk to. We had a nice chat. That was last weekend, I think. We were playing knock jokes. We were. It was great. Right, here we go. Free kick to Brighton. It's quite far out for a shot. I would imagine they're trying to play it to far post, and they do. But that looked like Gabriel, I want to say, headed their way.
I think it's Brighton going. Birthday girl's very excited.
Of course she is.
We're winning, that's why.
Amy's been buzzing since she got up this morning. Well, I say this morning, very late this morning. Amy, do you want to say hello to Uncle Posh?
Hello.
Hello. Come on then. Come on.
That's it.
Come on, birthday girl. Come on.
Hello. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Say thank you, Uncle Posh.
Thank you, Uncle Posh.
You're welcome.
How do you think
Come on, the Arsenal?
How Arsenal going to do, though, Amy? We're going to win.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Amy?
I passed that.
Come on, Benjamin. Can you get that?
I passed
It gets across him somehow.
Havertz there. And we've got a corner.
Chris says to me in the chat, thanks for saying that. He loved it. And happy birthday, Amy. Thanks, Chris. We had an absolute blast last weekend. It was nice. And it's so nice to see a Gooner gatherer in person.
The last time you did that was on June the 19th last year in Chelmsford.
Look at that. He's remembered the day as well.
Well, it was my birthday. That's how I remember.
It was.
Yeah.
Rice!
Ooh.
Offside, I think.
And of course, with the cricket season starting again, I'll be returning to Chelmsford at some point. I don't know. I have to look at when the time's right.
What we need to do, Posh, when that happens, we'll have to do a Gooner Gathering live together.
Oh well, let's find a place with good Wi-Fi. No, so
yeah. Maybe we could do a live cricket watch along. What do you think?
Oh my word! Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm telling you, if Ebbsfleet ever go to the third round of the FA Cup and they face a Premier League team, we're doing a watch along of that. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, I'll be well up for that, mate.
Although if it's at home, I'll probably end up going there. So if it's away to Arsenal, we'll be watching.
No excuse. You've got mobile devices. We can use them.
And there's the penalty incident.
Here's the penalty incident again.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus taken out by Lamptey. He doesn't get any of the ball, does he, mate?
No.
I think the only question was where it's right on the edge of the box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
From that angle, it looked a little bit like a dive, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
No, not at all. Not at all, mate.
On him. Anyway,
and as it stands, Bosch, as it stands, with Arsenal winning, at least temporarily, Arsenal go back to the top of the table.
At least briefly. We've just got to hope that we have a repeat of United and Liverpool in the FA Cup, and then we can stay top of the league.
Here's the thing, Posh. Part of me's really thinking, do you want to cover that tomorrow?
No, because I'll be at Canterbury again.
Okay.
So you can if you want, but I won't be there.
Do you know what? I will think about it. I won't give a definitive yes or no without consulting the fam. So obviously, best place to find out when we're going live is at Gooner Gathering on X.
Hang on, Brighton now going forward. Okay.
Well cut out. Can I just say, very noticeable the numbers that are helping our defenders back there. I saw Saka back. I saw Havertz back.
Okay. It's good to see that we're trying to look organised in attack and in defence.
Even I nearly said something else there. Even Sky Sports commented how well Havertz done in getting back there.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Amy, are you happy?
Well, hang on a minute.
I see Gabriel down, mate. After the challenge on Danny Welbeck, has he hurt himself? So, I mean, it might not be a bad time just to consider, the having a little tactical think about things.
I think it's a bit, I don't know.
It's the landing on the Achilles.
He wasn't fouled. Oh, he hasn't done a Kevin Nash. I hope.
I don't think it's his squad, mate.
No, but he was a bit of a landing when he was in the air, and then suddenly he was holding his.
What I want to say is, it looked like he knew on that clearance, or he almost gave some communication to his defenders to clear it, and then he's gone down. Now we know that Gabriel's had Achilles issues, but he's standing and walking.
Yes. See,
he's got a limp on him.
This is where I need to we got to be careful with these defensive injuries, because it was this time last year the capitulation began. Yeah.
What I'll say here is that we've got two options as far as I see here. We've got Kivior, who could go into the centre, or we got Tomiyasu, who can go into right back, and we could put Ben back into centre half. Let's see how it plays out. I would imagine
we're down to 10 members.
Rice is temporarily in the back four. Saka's an auxiliary right back at the moment. There's the shot coming in. It's a curler. It's a good save from Raya.
Oh, Raya, well done.
What a great shot
that was. What a
save
from David Raya and Caesar. He went for another worldie.
What a quality shot.
That would have crept in. That had crept in, I think.
That is a world-class save. That rivals.
That would have got in. That was going in.
Rivals the save that Raya did against Spurs.
Yes.
Do you remember the one we commented on? Where it's his best moment in an Arsenal shirt? We need to try and get this away to Saliba.
I was pleased with the penalty save from Raya on Football Manager, if you remember, and then we ended up they ended up equalising in the 94th minute or whatever. So
if you haven't seen it, I've clipped it on the YouTube channel. It wouldn't let me do the short last night, but it's on the clips.
Saka 30 goals and assists this season combined, probably. Yeah, I think he's might have had more assists than goals. I think.
Give me a second. AFC always. What I'll do, I'll go the excellent Premier League app, and I'll see if I can find some stats. Yeah, as Posh says on X, I see everything, Posh. Excellent save, Raya, he says.
I'm worried, though. He's going to drop a clanger now that I've tweeted it.
Nah, we'll be all right.
No. Anyway, Saliba-
I've said that live on the stream.
And it's straight at the Brighton keeper.
I can't see the stat. I can't see.
Bukayo Mon Amour says AFC always. Très bien, merci. Bain Marie. There you go. AFC
Bon
always.
Marie. This is where I go full Del Boy.
No, I just remember, like, he picked up the phone and went bonsoir. That's an Only Fools and Horses clip, I remember.
Oh, love Fools and Horses, mate. One of my absolute favourites. I laugh and smile at that all the time. We need to do a Fools and Horses watch along.
Again, don't you dare threaten me with a good time, because I will be up for
Won't
that.
you dare thank me?
Oh.
Come on, Bukayo.
Anyway,
Go on, lad.
come on.
He's got 2 against him. If he can keep the possession, that would be good. He's done very well. Saliba. Da, 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 da. Right. Yes, I started singing. Sorry, I'm getting excited. You know you love my singing, guys.
Absolutely.
Difficult for the goalkeeper. Very difficult back pass for that goalkeeper there. Arsenal throw, and Odegaard played it very quick. They're piling the pressure on in injury time.
7 minutes of added time.
7 minutes. That would be the VAR check.
And the injuries that were in play.
I need to mute myself.
Oh, okay. Well, Arsenal have got a throw in now. Another one this time. We're taking our time with this here. Oh, okay. That nearly crept in, but we've still kept it in play.
Went across the face of goal, that. Believe me, you didn't want to hear what just happened. It was an earthquake in Chelmsford.
Oh, blimey.
Zinchenko.
First New York and then Chelmsford. Anyway, Declan Rice. Good cross. Good defensive clearance there from Brighton, but only as far as Jesus.
Zinny. I actually thought Zinny looked pretty good the other night.
Saka.
Retreat it, Jesus. That's
Brighton,
good last-ditch defending from Brighton. That's very good from them. Only as far as Gabriel back on the field, walking around okay.
Lovely passing and moving here, but we've given it away, and that's a Brighton throw-in.
Whether we see Gabriel in the second half or not, I'm not sure. But Havertz, with the effort that went across the goal, was difficult, and it was Lewis Dunk again.
Dunk, bruh.
Getting in the way, bruh.
Anyway, right, let's win that back.
Hello to our friends on OSW Review, by the way.
Put that as a short and they'll shout us out again.
Yeah. That was so good of them. I didn't expect them to do that at all. Over WrestleMania weekend, do you know what? Check them out. Old School Wrestling Podcast. It's I sometimes it's my go-to for a bit of retro wrestling action.
AFC always. I was figuring out what he was saying there, but I think that's an acronym for Only Fools and Horses. With the 100 emoji. There you go.
Oh, the best sitcom ever. They don't make them like that anymore, mate.
No. Anyway, Brighton, they're on there. Gotta be careful here. There's Enciso.
Come on, Benjamin. Saliba. Oh, look at that. He's done him. He's done him in the penalty area.
Oh. Risky there, but it paid
dangerous,
off.
but
counter-attack now. Saliba
rewarded by getting us on the counter-attack. And look at this. We're running through him. We're running through him.
Come on.
Oh, the one was missing was the finish. Oh, it's a shame.
Saliba, I love him. I love Saliba. Is referee playing the advantage? I think he is.
Yeah. Saka. The goal offside is not. Deflection on that. Rice.
Might go to VAR if that's the case, but No.
Referee saying offside. Oh, that's a shame.
Bit late there, but
I got all excited there. I thought we were winning.
at the moment we're winning, but
No, we were well in for another tournament.
All right.
Sorry. It's the Essex accent combined with Budweiser.
Oh, all right, Osprey. All right,
in it though, bruv.
Yeah. Who's throwing? Is it? I think it's Brighton's throwing.
Although I don't know if you'll see me flying off the top rope like Osprey.
No, but I understand that you can do it very well. You are just as good as Will Ospreay in the wrestling ring, from what I'm hearing.
I am quite athletic, aren't I, Anna? Anyway.
No comment.
Brighton. Oh, he's giving it away. Hang on.
I think I broke myself. Odegaard.
Oh, it's Odegaard. Sorry. Odegaard now. Back to Saka. To Rice. Good ball from Rice. To Saka.
Oh, it should have been a tap in for Havertz. It should have been.
There, but it wasn't.
It should have been him. Oh dear! I just provided myself with an X-rated short. I think I might have done. Rice.
Too hot for TV. Anyway, Declan Rice, Saka. We're getting the ball in Brighton's area here. But we can't. Nia, come on. Late goal going into half time. That would make us feel reassured a bit more.
Do you know what? I'd be happy at 1-0 at half time. I just want us to see this half out. I want to get Gabriel assessed, although he looks like he's running back quite nicely there in the centre circle. And then just see where we are.
Let's be careful here. Brighton now are going for it. Could get across the box here. There's Lamptey.
He played a good ball there. But the Arsenal back line, so good on the offside trap there. And the manager can't even work. And I think that's the whistle, mate. I think that's half time, I think.
Half time, and it's Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. In the pouring rain, by the looks of it, compared to sunny old Sevenoaks, where I am. And 1-0. Bukayo Saka penalty giving us the lead. And as it stands, we are briefly top of the table.
Fantastic.
And a world-class save from Raya, let's not forget.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, well said, Posh. Well remembered. But let's remember our both records on both ends of the field. Something that Arteta was asked about in the press conference, actually, which I didn't bring up earlier, was because we have the best defensive record and the best attacking record. And he said, "What makes you the most proudest?" And he says something on the lines of, "It's the attacking option. It's the keep on getting the goals." But in a game like today, a game, a very decent Brighton and Hove Albion side. Let's be absolutely right about it, with a lot of threat there. It's the keeping a clean sheet for me in an away game like this that could potentially reap the rewards of, trophies, etc.
Chris Blumsom says, "Posh, next time you're in Chelmsford, there's a drink with your name on and one for Lee." Thank you, Chris.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And maybe a live Goon and Gathering stream at the Gardeners again.
Excellent. That's what you like to see. I'm going to get a drink, a halftime drink, by the way. Water, that is, not beer. But I will be back in a minute.
Okay. Thank you very much, Posh Bertie. Thank you very much indeed. And there I am in full glory, everybody. So, how are we all feeling? Can I just say thank you? There's been 10 viewers consistently all through the first half, and it's very much appreciated. So, let's see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Let's see. how are you feeling in terms of this game, guys? I think Arsenal have defended pretty resolutely. I'm a bit worried about Gabriel, but we'll see. We'll see if he can get through. I'm sure they'll assess him in the break. What didn't we talk about? I think Arteta talking about the fact he's more worried about what we are doing as opposed to what our title rivals are doing. That's what I've always said on the channel in a consistent point of view. It's more important us seeing through all our games, and then our opponents, either Liverpool or Manchester City, whoever, can do what they want to do, and we'll respond to what they do.
From what I heard there, I completely agree. Every game is a cup final for us, as people are saying, and it's up to us to let's. The team shouldn't focus on what the likes of City and Liverpool are doing. Let them do their thing, and the team should focus on on their results. And AFC always says, I would feel a lot better if we were 2-0 up at half time. I agree, but we had a couple of chances where we should have been doing so. But at the moment, we are winning, and that's all that matters. But we've got to score another goal in the second half. Obviously, we do need a bit of a 2-goal cushion, as I say. That's what we like. More reassuring.
Just so when I was on air earlier on Posh, and you saw some of this, I was going through some of the press conference notes, and one of the questions that Mikel was asked was he worried about Bukayo Saka burning out towards the end of the season. The answer he gave to that question was he's super positive. I think he's going to fly and be so decisive. We were a little bit worried before kickoff. I know I was about seeing him in the starting lineup today. I think he's looked very good again today.
A good penalty. He's looked lively. He looks like he wants to. He's turned up. Obviously, he looks like he wants to be the star player. He's trying, which is great, and he scored the penalty. And there's the penalty foul again.
If nothing else for me, that tackle from Lamptey is just rash. I mean, he's obviously tried to. He got nowhere near the ball, in fairness. It just wiped out Jesus, so therefore it was a penalty. And I've got to say, I thought when Saka took it, I thought he took it very nicely.
Absolutely.
Wasn't in a doubt for me.
It was never in doubt, and it was never in doubt when the penalty was scored.
Just like, as you say, it would be really, really nice if we got another goal in the second half. Now, here's something I think you'll be interested in about Emil Smith-Rowe being part of his plans going forward. And Mikel answers yes. I look at him and what happened in the last 2 seasons, especially with him. What happened 3 seasons ago as well. Take all that. It's the best thing that could have happened to him in his career if he uses it in the right way. So that is in referring to the performance against Luton in midweek, right?
Yes.
I had a great moment. I had a difficult moment. Now I've got another moment. Now I know what I want and how to deal with that. That's going to make me a better player. And you can see
Look at it.
That shot. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at it. Oh, look at that.
That's from Raya there.
That's like David Seaman, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's how far Raya has come in terms. So Bertie's referring to him as a similarity with one of the all-time greats there.
I'm not comparing the two. Not comparing the two. Seaman is obviously a better goalkeeper. Before,
however,
context.
However, it was high praise indeed, and deserved, Because like you, Posh, I agree. I think Rayo's been absolutely top drawer. That's why I asked you the question about what Neville said against Manchester City, because I thought it was a load of nonsense. I didn't understand.
I think he's trying to find something about Arsenal to complain about because we play boring football and it's all bad. Well, you've got to change your tactics against Man City. That's my thoughts. Yes, I know the game wasn't exciting, and there is an argument to be made about, how these title-deciding games are not as exciting as they once were back in the day. There is an argument about that. But when you got to play at City at the Etihad, you've got to try and... How we play usually wasn't going to work. You saw that last season. So you've got to change something up, and we managed to keep City... Well, we managed to keep Haaland quiet again, and we managed to... it was... We did what we meant to do. Yes, it was a boring game, but we didn't make City as frightening as we thought they were going to be. And that was because of our defensive work.
Let me give an example, boys and girls, of Aston Villa in midweek. Okay? They go to Manchester City, and they had a go. Of course they did. How'd that turn out? Weren't good, was it?
Got an equaliser, but ever since then, Phil Foden suddenly, hat-trick hero for them. And,
absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Right, if you don't mind, Posh, I'm going to go and have my half-time break.
No worries.
I'll leave you to it for a minute. I will see you in a minute.
Absolutely. And there we are. Okay. Obviously, you don't want me to be full screen. Don't blame him, to be fair. Oh, there I am. 1-0 to Arsenal at half-time. Great penalty from Saka. Brilliant save from David Raya. That could be save of the month for April. We need to win this game, obviously, but we need to get another goal, get a 2-goal cushion, as I said. Because 1-0 is always a risky lead, especially if the team that's losing 1-0 is trying to pile the pressure on you. But happy WrestleMania Day, everybody. I've not been this excited for a Mania in a long while. They've done very well with it, and I can't wait. And speaking of wrestling, I was on a Twitch stream on Thursday doing a WrestleMania quiz. I was one of the contestants. If you want to see that, go to twitch.tv/ThrillHouseMax. And it was so much fun, that quiz. I really enjoyed it. And I don't want to spoil it yet, but I'm content with how I did. I'm going to leave it like that. Probably there's a certain point I probably shouldn't have got, but whatever. Twitch.tv/ThrillHouseMax. Brilliant quiz that took place there. And hopefully the second half will kick off any minute now. Yeah. And of course, a bit of skill from Saliba in the in our area there. Very dangerous. Loot is back. I don't care. Delete that email. Sorry about that. Got a notification there from Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV, but okay. It's just my laptop. Apple forcing their products down my throat. Right. Of course, Man United and Liverpool is tomorrow. If Liverpool win that, they'll go back top of the league. Yeah. Lots of adverts. Is there a bit of a delay going on in the second half? What's happening here? Here we go. We're back on. Saka, 38 games, 17 goals and 13 assists. Not bad at all from Bukayo there. Thank you, AFC Always, for that statistic. And of course, as I mentioned, Ben White, not only is he playing against his old club, the club that we signed him from, but he is making, I believe, his 100th appearance for the club, for Arsenal. So, yeah. Showing the penalty again. So, I wonder if we're going to see any changes. I wonder if Zinchenko will come off. Maybe even Gabriel if his Achilles is a bit of a picking up a knock on his Achilles. Who knows? If Gabriel does have to come off, I'd sub him for Tomiyasu, switch Tomiyasu and White. So Tommy will be at right back and White will be at centre back. But hopefully we don't need to. We won't have to do that. How many ad breaks are we going to have? Is there some kind of delay or something? Oh. Tell me you're losing your ratings without telling me you're losing your ratings. Where's Mr. Meadows got to? All right. Players still aren't on the pitch. What's going on here? Oh, they're showing Arsenal's left side. They're showing how Zinchenko is caught napping for that Brighton chance. But then, was that Wober for Brighton? Put it into Rose Ed. So, anyway. Oh! Gunali Meads is back with the birthday girl.
Hello.
Doing well, and here we go. The players are now back out. I don't know what.
Oh, we timed that well, didn't we, Ames?
Players are back out. I don't know what took so long. Maybe Arteta was doing a demonstration with his light bulbs again or something. But the players are back out.
Something.
Do you know what? We were late in for half time. Don't forget, we had 7 minutes overtime. So,
okay.
But yeah, let's see how we get on. I don't think I see any changes on either side at the moment.
And if they would, they'd confirm it.
Yeah.
No changes for Arsenal. I don't think there'll be any changes for Brighton either. We'll see when they get the ball in the centre circle and the players get in formation. Yep, that's right. No changes at the break.
Fantastic. Okay. I'd suggest a critical 45 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brighton are going to get the second half underway right now. There we go. We're underway in the second half.
Let's go.
Race for the title, it says. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal in the second half. But we've given the ball away
straight away, Posh.
Yeah, bad pass.
Deflected shot, Raya right behind it, no problem.
Deflected, Raya dealt with that.
But we can't be being as sloppy as that.
No, who was that who gave it away?
Jesus, I think.
Okay.
It was Jesus trying to find a midfield colleague, but it just got cut out. And credit to the Brighton players for closing down. You know,
they've been doing that a lot. Like I said, even 1-0 down, Brighton aren't the team that's going to sit on their hands 1-0 down and say, "All right, we surrender." They're not that kind of team.
And can I ask kindly if any of you guys could kindly share the stream about either on your X platforms or your social media of choice. That'd be very handy. But don't go in people's DMs. It's a bit weird.
I mean, we could have a chance here. Oh no, dealt with well by Lamptey again, but he's given away a corner.
Only as far as a corner, yeah, with trying to deal with Jesus there.
Yes. Lamptey
I noticed you ignored what I just said there.
No, what? Only as far as a corner, trying to deal with Jesus.
No. I said don't go in people's DMs.
No, I heard that, but I didn't want to add more fuel to the fire that you're trying to produce. No. Anyway,
let's see how we go from this corner. Rice
to take. Oh no!
Not this time, boys and girls.
And it's cleared for a throw into us.
Appeals from Arsenal. It's gone to a VAR. Posh. Potential handball off Lamptey.
Again? What's? No.
I think it was a very brief check.
Okay.
I don't think it was intentional, Posh, is what I'm getting at. It definitely hit his hand, but it wasn't an intentional one. I mean, he can't be given. If that was Champions League, it might have been given. There's a header in. Oh, it's just wide.
Who was that? Jesus again. Okay.
It was Havertz's cross
The
in.
cross.
Beautiful ball in. On the far post, Jesus was there. And I think he probably should have done better there, actually.
Yeah.
I might be a bit harsh, but
no, you're right. I think you're right there.
If you're wearing a number 9 shirt, I think you probably wouldn't be putting that one away.
Right. Here we go. Saka to Havertz. Him and Jesus have switched positions here.
Yeah.
Havertz. And yeah, he slipped over.
Yeah. Ball in the hands of the Brighton goalkeeper at the moment. So that's confirmed with Saka, is it? 38 games, 17 goals, 13 assists. Do you know what?
From AFC Always, I believe it. AFC Always would never tell a lie to us.
No, I'm not saying that at all. What is quite funny is that it kind of struck us that maybe the performance levels weren't quite up there, but maybe that didn't work out in terms of the stats. I think that's quite interesting. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I suppose the bar was raised so high that when you see it, I suppose maybe trying stuff and it doesn't always work out, and you wouldn't expect it to. It might be.
Zinchenko!
No, he did well. Zinchenko did well. Zinchenko did very well because
very last second touch there.
It made sure it wasn't a shot there for the Brighton player. He got the ball away for the corner. I think actually this might shock you all. Again, for the second time in the stream, I think that was good defending from Zinchenko.
If he carries on like this, he'll get player of the match.
Wow.
No, let's not say that. Anyway,
let's see how we deal with this corner.
Yeah.
We initially deal with it okay. Second chance, it goes wide. Goal kick, Raya.
Eustapian again. The Ecuadorian player, I think.
I think you're right, Posh. Yes, I think you're right, sir.
Yeah. Same nationality as Caicedo. Oh, got a player down here.
I think is it Saliba? No, it's Ben. It's Ben.
Oh, it's Ben.
Oh, Ben lashed out there.
Don't lash out at your former player like that. Actually, I don't think they were here when they were together at Brighton. I don't think so.
I don't think Ben can be doing that. Mind you, look what happened to Ben.
Oh yeah.
Did he elbow him?
The unintentional elbow.
Oh dear.
Eustapian thought it was intentional.
That could go. Has that gone to VAR?
That's not. I don't. That's not a red card. I wouldn't send him off for that.
I think he needs to be a bit careful. I think they both need to be a bit careful because I think
I'm surprised Eustapian hasn't got a yellow card for that though. But it's not. I wouldn't send him off for that.
But we just need to watch that. Tempers are getting a bit short, and Gabriel's clearance got cut out there.
Yeah, Brighton have got a dangerous throw in here.
Approaching the 52nd minute for people who are filing in and want to make sure they are in sync with us. And Arsenal deal with that situation okay and are on the counter-attack with Rice. Nice ball. Jesus tried to slip it to Odegaard, doesn't quite. Interception from Gabriel, who's still out there and looking okay.
Gabriel now for back to Jorginho.
Over to Ben White and Jorginho. This is why I like Jorginho in these away games like this. Because Jorginho is a very capable and a very intelligent young man. Oh, I say, an older player in our squad here.
He's the experienced player.
Certainly. It's something we don't have a lot of.
Champions League winner as well, let's not forget.
Yeah, good point. Very good point.
Ben White to Saka. What can Saka do against Eustapian? Saka back to Odegaard. That's nice.
Nice play. That's a nice play. And Havertz looking in the penalty area, setting up Odegaard with a shot.
Goes for it. Again, that keeper, very good save. Corner.
Brilliant work from their goalkeeper again. He's had a good game.
We're seeing some good goalkeeping performances from both sides tonight so far.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well put. See how he can deal with these corners. We know how good Arsenal have been on their set plays, and Saka looks like he might take this. Although Odegaard is up with him for the short one. So let's see what happens.
I'd rather a nice whipped corner rather than a short one.
It's a short one, but look at where Zinchenko is. He's going to try and play it into Saka.
Oh, that's nice.
Gets it across. Oh, and a turn and shot and a claim for a handball.
No, I didn't.
But
I didn't see what happened.
They clear it away. Back with Raya with the back pass. And, Zinchenko's in that weird position again.
AFC always says, goes to show that we need a top striker. He would score so many goals. We miss so many chances. Hopefully next season that's what we're looking for, because we do need a number 9 that can a consistent number 9 that can get the goals in. No, not miss the goals. Anyway, Brighton now.
Advantage played. Now the referee will give the free kick.
Yeah.
Jorginho is having a scram.
Don't do a Xhaka. Come on.
Oh God, no.
No. And it was around this time last year. It was the Liverpool game.
It was.
Let's not do a 1-year anniversary.
Alexander-Arnold.
Xhaka about to win a league title.
Everything fell apart.
Well, Xhaka's about to win a league title, isn't he, with Leverkusen?
Fair play to him.
Everything with Leverkusen at the moment.
Fair play to him.
Anyway, Brighton now.
Let's hope we can win a league title ourselves. Gross. Playing it white. Can't they get the cross in? That's what they're looking for. Saka. Excellent defending from Bukayo Saka.
AFC always says Mania weekend begins. Absolutely. That'll be tonight.
Already begun, mate. If you saw Hall of Fame.
At the moment, we're going to finish this story tonight with a win, hopefully.
I love the way Hall of Fame finished last night. I've not seen all of it, Posh, but
No, I've not seen it at all, but apparently Paul Heyman's speech was sublime.
and with the US Express closing it out and Bray Wyatt's music hitting at the end was absolutely sensational. And it's
Brighton have a corner here.
dealt with.
Ooh, dealt with. What's going on here?
Probably a retake, because I think he's saying that Rice might have obstructed, but it was before the ball was taken, hence the retake of the corner.
AFC always says 29 deserves a goal. I hope he does score.
Right. Well, yeah, I do too.
Brighton retake the corner,
That's up and over.
and that's gone into Rosed.
Delicious. Look at Rice and Dunk.
Oh yeah, Dunk's pushing him there.
Wow. Really? Oh, do you want to put some other goggles on, mate?
Well, there was a bit of argy-bargy, wasn't there?
Yeah, very much so. That's a bit of old-fashioned football, that was. But I agree very much with what AFC always says about Havertz there. I think he's had a good game today. Again.
Yeah, I think hopefully he does score, because we need a second goal to ease the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Header back to their goalkeeper there.
We're again putting some pressure on the Brighton defenders. Odegaard's charging forward. Careful. Let's not. Okay, Ben White. Oh, careful.
A very edgy game at the moment, isn't it?
Well
Very-
done, Salim. Oh,
That one's short.
out of play. He's kept it in.
I don't think
Oh,
he
no.
has.
No.
Goes to show how tight this game is, though, doesn't it? Eh?
Yes.
Looks like a bit of movement on the Brighton bench.
Yes. Careful.
Sloppy from Arsenal.
Mm.
Throw on
Can't
to
afford-
Brighton.
Can't afford to do that now.
Time for party. So the AFC
Maybe.
always.
Maybe it's time to take Zinchenko off and put Tomiyasu on.
Yeah. It's a change they made the other day.
Mm.
And Tomiyasu played pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, hang
And
on.
it's great to see him. It's great to see him back.
Ooh.
Havertz could launch on
Havertz,
there.
really? Oh, he's slipping over too much. Right, Gabriel heads it to Jorginho, to Odegaard. This is nice from us. Saliba. Rice. Odegaard. This is good. Oh. Brighton now coming the other way. Oh, careful. Well done. Right, ref's playing the advantage. That's good. Rice.
I think Martinelli and Trossard might be coming on watch.
Again. Martinelli's coming on.
Martinelli and Trossard.
Okay. We're actually making a sub in the hour mark for a change. That's good. Odegaard.
Please don't take Havertz off. I need him to score.
Ben White to Saka. Saka might come off for all we know to keep him safe for Bayern.
Jorginho to Ben. Saka looks like he's taken down. No foul given. Ben White plays it to Odegaard. Saka is down on the floor. Jorginho has adopted the right wing position. Hazard!
Yes! And there there's Kai Havertz. AFC always says that he deserved a goal, and he's got his goal. There's the 2-goal cushion.
Come on!
Havertz has scored again.
Yeah!
Oh, waka waka and all that. Come on.
Oh, I like that, mate. I like that move. What a good bit of play from Jorginho.
Yes.
You wouldn't necessarily expect him to do that and get in that sort of position, but he did. He stepped forward after Saka got taken down. What an interception there as well. Who intercepted it? It was Jorginho himself. Then the 1-2. There's Jorginho. Puts the ball across, and Havertz couldn't miss.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's fantastic.
Saka went back up though. He's limping a little bit. Hopefully, when it comes to Martinelli and Trossard, Saka will be one of the people to get to be substituted. Not saying he has a bad game. Definitely not. I'm not saying that. But
No. I'll get you.
To Bayern Munich. That's what I'm trying to say. And
That's made me really smile, Posh. I enjoyed that goal a lot.
Yeah, so did I. We needed that 2-goal cushion. Although let's actually maintain that lead. Let's not do an Ebbsfleet and make it nervy in the last in the last 10 minutes, which was unnecessary from us earlier on.
Right, Jesus and Saka are coming off, Posh.
Yeah, right decisions, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. That's about right, and it's spreading the workload between the forward players, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I know it's unusual for Saka to come off, but I like the fact they're protecting him a little bit. And all of a sudden, as AFC always said a little bit ago, 29 goal, and it's well deserved, absolutely well deserved.
I agree.
Oh, that's made me very happy, Bosh.
That's 3 Havertz goals I've seen live on
I need to change the banner, mate. Let me just do me admin, Bosh. You carry on with the play-by-play, please.
So 2-0 to Arsenal. Kai Havertz with the goal, and Brighton have also made a sub. João Pedro's on, and another player I didn't see. I think Eustapian has come off. I think. I'm not so sure. Let me have a look at who's come on for Brighton, because they've also made 2 changes.
No worries.
So, okay.
Super Sunday. Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, you'd think Spurs would win that. It'll be Villa drew, didn't they? They would be against
3-3.
Yeah,
extraordinary game today.
So that's
Villa went 2 up and cruising.
Bit of a gift for Tottenham there in the top 4 race there, I think.
Yeah. Pulse went a little bit awry there for Brighton. I think that's an Arsenal throw-on in the right back area. So AFC always. Now, let's just analyse this comment, shall we, boys and girls?
We're gonna do a VAR check on AFC always here.
I like the new name he's been given here, Killer Kai. I've been telling you all, right? I as a centre forward, I think he works really well. I think all his
better centre forward than he is a midfielder, definitely.
Yes, Absolutely he is. Absolutely he is. And he's showing it. He had 4 goals in 4 games. Had an assist in the last game. He
Still with
scored
me.
today.
Hang on.
Brighton are coming at us now.
Yeah. Let's be
Please
careful
don't do
here.
anything silly now. Please don't do anything silly now.
Yeah. Don't do an Ebbs Fleet. Come on. Let's keep
Don't
that
do
2
it.
goal.
You won, sir. What are you on about?
I know, but it's when you're 2-0 up and then you concede and it's 2-1. It's always very nervy the last 10 minutes, isn't it? We've had games like that.
I have deliberately put on Ebbsfleet's notifications on my phone for you.
Oh, thank you.
I really have.
Yes. One day I'm gonna get you to Stonebridge Road and we'll watch Ebbsfleet together. One day.
Let's do it. I'd love that.
They do very, very good hot dogs there. And cheesy chips.
You spoke to me about these famous hot dogs. More hot dogs and grandstands than Hulk Hogan. Brother.
Absolutely. So, João Pedro and Buonanotte, I'm sorry if I butchered that, have come on for Brighton for...
It's all right. I went through the starting 11 on my own, Posh. It's okay.
No, I was just telling you Brighton substitutions. And, of course, Martinelli and Trossard were on.
Be interested to see if he brings on another 3 shortly.
I'm saying, we got to keep this lead. So, like I said, Zinchenko, to make it things safe, I think get Tomiyasu or Kivior on.
That's a good shout, Posh.
Either the 2.
In terms of Zinni's time as well.
Preferably Kivior, because I'd like to see Tomiyasu start against Bayern.
That's something we'll probably discuss in the week. But am I right in thinking Bayern? I don't. How have Bayern gotten today? Do we know anyone?
I think they dropped points again. I think
Did they really?
They're not in the best run of form, Bayern, but it's the Champions League's a different gravy. It's the form doesn't matter. We just got to, any Champions League's different than the league in your country. So
yeah, perhaps we can talk after we go off air, Posh, about Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes.
One thing for certain is that I can't do anything on Tuesday because I'm on daddy duty. But we are just defending at the moment. And Arsenal do a pretty good job. They're just trying to put the pressure on the Brighton players. It's about 40 yards from goal right now. Now it's gone on to their left-hand side. They're going to try and jink inside and try and get a ball into the penalty area. But Arsenal are in a good shape at the moment. Again, cross deflected there from Martinelli. It was who was doing the defending there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good to see Martinelli back out there. I think Martinelli offers something very different to what we have in the locker.
Yeah, deal with that, Raya. Well done.
Very nice. Clean handling from David Raya. Excellent from him. He's had a good game today again, guys. And Arsenal are on the counter-attack. Arsenal looking good. There's a shot. And it's a save. Another excellent save from the Brighton goalkeeper. That one was from Trossard.
Yeah, sub fresh off the bench. Look at that. You see? Trossard.
Controlled shot.
Look at him.
Was going to go in the near post.
Would have trickled in.
It was a low shot right onto the near post. Keeper did very well.
That Brighton keeper's had a decent game.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from conceding 2 goals, but apart from that, he has had a decent. He's pulled off some good saves.
AFC always. I'll put your comment up in a minute as soon as we've dealt with this corner.
He says, "Don't know what's more impressive, the defending or the attacking." It's so good that we've been good at both of those things.
And getting the second goal is important. We might have got a third there, but the ball hit Hamilton away.
Havertz got in the way.
And offside whistle has been blown.
Ooh.
But I think you're right. I think you're right, AFC always. I think our defensive record, I think we've only conceded 4 in
And
the
speaking
year.
and speaking of good defensive record, look who's coming on.
Let's give Zinchenko a round of applause because I think he did
watches.
very well.
Arteta watches Guna Gathering confirmed.
He's got us in his ear. Here comes Tommy. Another one returning off an injury break, of course. So Zinchenko replaced. I would imagine Tomiyasu going to conventional left back position, and I'm so pleased to see him out there.
And hopefully it won't be too long before Timber comes back.
Another clean sheet would be nice. Yeah. Well, with the Timber thing, Posh.
Yeah, I don't want to see him back.
I'd say this. To having him amongst the squad would be amazing. But let's not rush him. I think that was very clear from what Arteta said over the week. Welbeck's in. Welbeck is in.
God, that's a decent, very good
What
ball
a good
from
ball that was.
Welbeck.
Arsenal, though, again, numbers back defensively and wins win of defensive free kick.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant from us. What a performance this has been. I've got to say, I think this is a really tough fixture. Brighton away, I think it's really tough. And I think we've looked really good today.
Well, the game's not over yet. But at the moment, at this point in time, we've looked very good.
Yeah. I think we've got one more substitution window as well if people are keeping score.
So hang on.
So one more substitution of 2.
Tommy, no, we've got 2 more, I think.
Yeah, 2 substitutions in one window. So we can make a double change if we need to. Ball's very much going into play there. Arteta doesn't look particularly happy there. AFC always playing.
And my TV has frozen. Oh dear. Let me turn it
No
on
worries,
again.
Bosh. I've got it for a minute. AFC always says, I wouldn't risk playing Timber again this season.
I agree with him. I don't think we'll see him this season. I don't think we will.
I will reiterate what Mikel said. He's going to try and, when he's good and ready, accommodate him in the under-23s. And then we'll see where we are. Yeah. But I think you're right. Slowly does it. I mean, it'd be more of a boost for us, and it'll be probably more beneficial for us to have him training in the closed season.
Careful, Ben.
Ben isn't jumping in. He's not doing anything silly. He's defending really well. I, as a fullback, when I play as a fullback, I really appreciate what Ben just did just then. Really good play. And that's going straight to David Raya. Look at that. Good handling. Really good from David Raya again. And taken out, is that Martinelli? And a yellow card shown.
Yellow card for the Brighton player. Again, apologies if we don't mention their names, because, well, I'm not so good with faces of the opposition players.
But it's
Carlos Baleba.
Thank you. Welbeck's coming off, mate.
Welbeck's coming off, and I think
I will applaud him because I got a lot of respect for Danny.
Mr. Fatty, who's coming on. Yeah.
Yeah, the Barcelona loanee.
Yeah. Ansu, of course, as I mentioned, a player named after me, Ansu Fati, is on, obviously after my skills on the wing. We've got to be careful with him. He's a baller. He's a very
He is
good,
proper
skillful
baller.
player.
But I tell you who's a
Come
baller
on,
as
Brighton.
well. Oh!
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
not a penalty.
We've
That
got
was
a
a bit
few
dramatic from
ourselves.
Trossard there.
Arteta, Jorginho in the penalty area. Try it. So Arteta?
Jorginho.
Did I say Arteta? I did, didn't I? I'm sorry about that. Odegaard and Jorginho in the penalty area. If Arteta was in the penalty area, that'd be really wrong, wouldn't it?
Oh, is he out of his technical area again? Oh dear.
Yeah, it could be. Sorry, slip of the tongue. I didn't mean it.
Mind you, he was a decent penalty taker, unless it was against Fulham in
He was
2012.
a good midfield player as well. Good midfield player.
Anyway,
Got a ton of respect for Mikel Arteta as a player as well as a manager. I know he divides opinion a bit, and you know my feelings. You know my feelings.
when he gets decisions right, he gets it right. Ben White is down as well as another Brighton player. Ben White's gone back up. The Brighton player hasn't. But look, let's see this. He kicked him in the you know what's there. Oh God! Put it on the inside of his thigh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt in the morning. I can tell you that much.
That's a low blow. That is. Ooh. And as you can see, as it stands, at least briefly until Liverpool play, we are top of the league. So we are top of the league.
Don't say it too loud, Posh.
That's why I said at least briefly. At
Right.
this point in time.
Leading the counter-attack is Trossard. Trossard, I think, brings different skills to the table at this stage of the game. His technical ability, I think, cannot be underestimated here.
All this comparison between him and Martinelli, they're different players. They're different styles.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm not afraid to admit on this channel that maybe I'm a little bit skeptical, but I've evaluated what I thought and what I've seen of him, and there's bits of Trossard's game I didn't even realise, honestly.
And again, another player who's alongside Ben White, who's playing against his old club. I just realised.
Absolutely, there's a yellow card shown there, mate.
Yellow
Is that
card
to Saliba?
Yeah. What's happened here? Let's see.
Let's have another look. Well, there's nothing there, really, is it? Is that enough for a yellow card? Be that as it may.
How many yellow cards do you need to get suspended for the next game?
I think it's 8.
It used to be 5, but
so what happens is, Posh, you get 5 early in the season, and then it goes a little bit further back, and then there's the threshold.
Right. Brighton have a free kick, but it was dealt with.
You won't get a punishment for 5 yellow cards at this stage of the season.
Right. Okay.
And they're just watching us get the ball away. Havertz managed to retrieve it. Mind you, we're giving it away. Can't be doing that now, boys.
No. See, that's... There we go.
It's very tight in there. No foul, no penalty.
No foul.
And ball's probably, it's with the Brighton players on the halfway line. No, I don't think that's right, Saliba with 1 booking away from the suspension. No, I don't think so.
It used to be 5 yellow cards, but I think, as you said, it's 8 now. Careful! You've
got to remember.
Good block. Corner to Brighton.
Thank you, Posh. You've got to remember the 5 bookings for suspension is for the early season. It doesn't count now. I'm pretty sure it's 8. But look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I will check that in post-production, if you like. Corner for Brighton. Headed away very, very well. Good defending from Arsenal.
That was Ben White, I think. He's had a good game.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Mm.
For me, Ben has been absolutely outstanding. Over the last couple of months, I think he's been brilliant. Not just his defensive work, the work he does going forward in terms of like crossing ability. He's even scored a goal in the last month against the Blades. And a free kick there on the halfway line given for Jorginho against Lewis Dunk, of course.
Mm. We've not made no substitutes being made yet. Oh, we need to. There was a bit of a break there. I thought we were going to, but we're not. Good header away from Brighton there.
Yeah, they tried to put Martinelli through. Who's interestingly lining up on the right-hand side there. I'm very used to seeing Martinelli on the left. But, of course, you've got Trossard on the field, naturally left-footed. Makes sense. Ben White with a nice long throw. A header back. Jorginho. Martinelli in the penalty area.
Come on.
No, Dunk doesn't.
No, keeper gets there.
Lewis Dunk defended exceptionally well again there. They shot the shot.
The game against when we played them at the Emirates, didn't Dunk clear one off the line? I think I remember.
We did a short about it, Posh.
Yeah, that was the OSW one where they shouted us out.
Yeah, it certainly was. It certainly was. Lewis Dunk, I think, is one of the most underrated centre halves in the Premier League. Honestly,
unless he plays against Belgium, of course. No, he is a good player. He's a good player.
Yes, very, very good indeed. Right, we have about 7 minutes to go in the 90.
Wow. Yeah, in the 90. It's over 7 minutes because of all the stoppage time. But at the moment, it's 2-0.
7 or 90.
At the moment, it's 2-0, 83 minutes gone. But it will be a different game if Brighton pull one back.
Yeah.
Careful, Saliba. Don't go and get sent off.
No hint of that just yet.
Do you think the ref has let the game flow a lot in this game?
I think ref's been good. I think it's been very good.
I like a referee that lets the game flow.
I do.
Like stopping and starting and all that.
Yeah. No, it seems to be a nice free-flowing game. Both sides have played pretty good, to be fair.
Very deep cross, but it kept it in. Let's deal with that. Well done. Who was that? Jorginho?
I think it was Jorginho just got rid of the ball to the halfway line so he can reset again. Like you say, Push. If Brighton get a goal back, it's a different game.
Yeah.
And that was called no nonsense defending.
And we've had plenty of games like that where we're 2-0 up, play very well, and the opposition pulls one back.
Yeah.
I've already had one of those today. Let's not deal with that again.
But again, look who's there. Auxiliary right back. Yeah. Gabriel Martinelli doing the defensive job really well, just getting rid of the ball. I know the goalkeeper's well up to try and get Brighton moving again. But I like the fact that our wide players are supporting the fullbacks. Really good work in terms of supporting your defensive unit. It's really good for me. So I say big thank you to everyone who's watching us. We've had a solid 10 people watching us all the way through this stream. And I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. And I think we're in. We're
one-on-one. Odegaard. Trossard. Finish it against his own club. Yeah! Oh, celebration from him? Oh, I don't know. He's giving a cold stare in front of the Brighton fans.
What a beautiful goal in front of the Brighton fans. Trossard. It's been good coming off the bench. Like I said, he offers something very, very different to the Arsenal attack. And That was beautiful from him. Composed finish from a very technically gifted player.
That should be game, set, and match now. Should.
And if I'm not mistaken, is that Kai Havertz's assist? What a lob that is, by the way, for the finish.
Let's see.
It is a Kai Havertz assist.
Kai Havertz with the assist.
Yes!
Oh, look at that. Trossard, 1-on-1 against his old club. Oh,
I love it. I love it. Brilliant.
It wasn't Welbeck scoring against his former club like I warned us about. It's Trossard against his old club.
Excuse me for grinning like a Cheshire cat, everybody. But I'm so proud to tell you it is Brighton 0, Arsenal 3. Come on.
This is a statement we are making. I couldn't agree more.
Yes. I'm grinning so much my face hurts.
Oh well, let's. It's not over yet. Remember, let's
Not over yet, he says.
Let's keep the clean sheet. Let's keep the clean sheet now.
Yes, please. That'd be nice, especially if I'm looking at fantasy football points.
I don't know what my FPL team looks like anymore. I haven't focused on it.
Jorginho with a foul there, and Brighton takes a quick free kick. Gross. Jorginho putting the pressure. Look at Rice. Look at that. That was clean as anything. What a beautiful tackle.
Another counter attack. There's Declan Rice.
Go on, lads.
The overlap. Trossard's on the overlap.
Oh!
Wide from Rice there.
Corner.
That was, in the words of Macho Man Randy Savage, it would have been the cream of the crop if Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Declan Rice got a goal. Bring Smith Rowe on, actually. Bring Smith Rowe on and let him get a goal last minute.
Oh, we'd all love to see that, Posh. I don't think it's going to happen, mate. But
do you know what? When he played,
we'll save it for Tuesday.
When he played against Luton, I was oh my god, the Chuckle Brothers.
God, it's Eddie and Fabio coming on, everyone. Hands in the air. Get excited, everyone.
I swear to God, if Brighton do an Istanbul here,
Stop it right now. Odegaard and Havertz replaced. Vieira and Nketiah are coming on for the last few minutes. Well done, Kai Havertz. I thought he was brilliant today. Again. It makes me very, very happy to say that. I've been so consistent on this channel about Kai Havertz. Look back, everyone.
You have, yes.
Thank you.
Arsenal corner. Go on, get Eddie on the score sheet.
Oh, off the line.
Another save from the keeper.
Nelly. We'll try and get it back. Trossard. And Jorginho, who's been good again today.
Yeah. Martinelli.
Nelly. Cross in. Nketiah! Oh. Oh. That would have been the cherry on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't changed the scoreline, have I, everybody?
No.
No, I have. It's 3-0. There we go. Let me put that up. Thank you.
And we're in the 90 minutes now, and we are going to get
5
minutes of added time. Brighton. Oh, careful. Let's keep a clean sheet. Well done, Saliba.
Solid Saliba.
Be careful, though, Saliba. You are on the yellow. Let's not forget.
But he kept on his feet, and that's a sign of an excellent defender. He didn't go sliding in. He was very sensible. Gross will take this corner. This is something we need to be careful of here. They're normally pretty good on the corners, especially with Gross taking them.
Yeah.
But look at that, away. Their post. And do you know who it was? It was my boy Nketiah.
He's a defender, Nick. Put him at centre back then. How about that? No, don't do that. Careful.
Shot came in from the number 9, but it's deflected away. And look at that. They're celebrating like that's a goal.
You haven't won yet.
No,
Okay.
what they're saying is that's the importance and the mentality of keeping a clean sheet.
That was last ditch there from Gabriel. Fair play to him. Well done.
Fantastic from the Brazilian centre half.
Mm.
Corner kick again, Brighton.
Corner.
Here it comes. Away again.
They're going to try and... Oh, look at that. Sam Allardyce, that is. Hoofing it up. Ansu Fati there.
And Dunk. Tomiyasu with Fati there, and that's gone for another corner. Brighton are finishing strong. Fair play to them.
Okay, I'll wait till the ball gets cleared out of play for me to tell you who my player of the match was.
Absolutely.
Because it's worth the build-up. Brighton have a corner, and it's taken short. And it's headed away.
Vieira getting it away there.
Ooh,
I think they were trying to put a bit of a Hollywood ball there. Vieira again. So Posh Bertie, as the ball goes back to our goalkeeper, who would you like to give man of the match to?
Now, make this a YouTube short, okay?
Yeah.
Tonight, the Posh Bertie player of the match goes to Kai Havertz.
Wow. Hello. What's the shades all about, Posh?
Don't know, it's a gimmick. Just
I like it. I like it. You're always
look,
going.
Sky Sports have done it. They
They heard what you said, Posh. They heard what you said, and they gave him the award. He deserves it. He was brilliant today. Kai Havertz. I've been telling you all consistently since we signed him off Chelsea. That I
would go as far to say that. Would you say that was his best game in an Arsenal shirt so far?
Yes, probably. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But I've been impressed with Kai's work for a long time, and it's no exaggeration.
I was a fan of him when he was at Leverkusen, and if we were linked with him back, if we were linked with him instead of Chelsea back in like 2021, I would have said, "Oh, I'm a big fan of that signing."
Yeah.
Obviously, in hindsight and everything, I was very skeptical when we signed him. Yeah. But as a centre forward, as a number 9, that is his better position.
Yeah, completely. And he showed his worth. 60 million down the drain. I think it's 60 million well spent, everybody.
We'll evaluate it at the end of the season, I think.
I couldn't be happier for the lad. Honestly, I couldn't be happier.
No, he deserved that. Sky Sports gave him their man of the match, and he deserves it today.
Yeah.
He deserves it today.
Maybe we could get a full Vieira. Nketiah linking up. White is in the penalty area.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yes, in the last 20 seconds of the match, Ben White is in the penalty area, everybody. Handball given against Fabio. And a yellow card shown. Is that to Benjamin?
I think it might be.
Yeah. It's a 6 yellow card for Ben White. I don't think it's going to have any, massive ramifications at this stage.
I hope not. The minimum of 5 minutes are up. But minimum is the key word here, let's not forget. And the final whistle goes. Brighton 0, Arsenal 3. Oh, look at that.
What a result, mate.
Well done. Well done, Arteta. There you go.
What an away performance that was from the lads. Absolutely fantastic. And, of course, Arsenal now are leaders of the Premier League, at least temporarily. We'll see how Liverpool get on tomorrow. But
hopefully, for our sake, we'll have a repeat of the FA Cup game between United and Liverpool, and then that'll do us a favour.
Absolutely. In terms of that, I will consult in terms of Mrs. M and everything. We'll see what we do on Guna Gathering, because I'd like to cover it, but I'm not going to commit until I ask properly. What I'd say is, at this stage, what a performance from Arsenal. 31 games played, 71 points, goal difference plus 51. Liverpool, 30 games, 70 points, 42 plus goal differential. Manchester City, 31 played, so level with us, 70 points and a plus 40 goal differential. AFC always saying, full time.
There it says Brighton nil, Arsenal 3. Come on, you Gunners, absolutely. And what a title race we're having, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't remember a fight like this, Posh. I mean, last season it was us against City all the way. Well, here we are in early April, and we are in a fight with two, and it could go any way. All anyone can do is keep on winning their games.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing some very happy faces there. There's Declan Rice. I think he was with Leandro Trossard there. There is high-fiving Raya. Gabriel, I'm slightly worried about.
He looks fine. Yeah. I mean, he definitely has to start against Bayern, obviously, because duh. But yeah.
But here's the thing. Let's get it into some sort of perspective, because now we of course have got the big game against Bayern, and very, very different opposition to face.
Yeah.
Possibly different starting 11 to bring forward as well.
And then after that, we got Aston Villa, and that's not going to be easy either.
Yeah. Slightly worried about some of the knocks we might have taken up. I'm looking at Raya here, and I'm not sure he's moving entirely well, but
we'll see how it goes in due course. But what least we can do now is enjoy. We're top of the league at the moment, and it was a fantastic away performance. AFC always said last time we had a title race like this was years and years ago. I think the last time we had a title race this close was between Man City and Man United in 2012, the Aguero moment, if you remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it could come down to that at the end of the last day of the season, potentially. Who knows?
Yeah.
Eddie Nketiah, 95th minute winner, does an Aguero against QPR. Can you imagine?
It writes itself, everybody. But I think what we'll do at this stage, Posh, nearing the 2.5 hour broadcast on my daughter's birthday here. This has been a fun stream. I've loved having all your company here. All of it, we're getting more people in. All of a sudden, we're getting 16 people.
Before we do go, now that the game's over, I can safely comment on how brilliant we are defensively.
Go ahead.
I just remember back in the day, back when I was at school, having to deal with the likes of Mustafi and Kolasinac and all these players, and that were a defensive liability for us. And with Saliba and Gabriel now, it is like night and day, really, because I just remember when there were times we couldn't defend to save our life with some of the players we had. A certain Sebastian Squillaci rings a bell to me. But with I again, Saliba and Gabriel are just, you know what, I will I'm not going to literally open out my chest because we get taken down for showing breasts, but I will say it with chest. Saliba and Gabriel, the best centre-back partnership in the league.
That's fair. Absolutely fair. Right, to bring up a few comments that have come up in the last couple of seconds. AFC always says
3 teams fighting for the title.
Yeah, three times fighting for the title. It is unprecedented, I think, in terms of Premier League, in terms of this stage in the season. What an exciting finish that we've got in store, and with all these twists and turns, you'll be sure to see everything here on Gooner Gathering, that's for sure. George Graham, settings with our defending. Well, I couldn't be more proud of a reference like that, because George is my era. I grew up as a rookie Arsenal fan, as George is my manager. And yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Having a good defensive unit is a good base for any title challenge. Would you like to?
Galiba are the best partnership in the league and Europe right now. Ooh, easy, yeah. I mean, yeah, in the league, definitely. And I'm always hesitant with saying, oh, this guy's the best player in the league. This guy's the best player in Europe. I'm always hesitant when it comes to, like, my team, because they make a mistake the next game and I look like a fool. But do you know what? I will comfortably say Saliba and Gabriel so far have been the best centre-back partnership in the league. And we're so lucky to have that partnership. And I think I remember AFC Always, you said once that you've not seen a partnership like that since Toure and Campbell. That was a little bit before my time, but I do remember how brilliant they were. Oh, they lost. I knew they came from Bayern were 2-0 up and it was 2-2. They actually lost. Good heavens, they are. Well, look, all right. So what I think is, when it comes to the Champions League, league form goes out the window. Champions League's a different gravy. It's a different competition, and I think we got to see what Bayern have. Contrary to the results, Bayern are going to put up a good fight against us. Champions League's a different gravy, right? It's the elite competition. Bayern are going to put up a fight against us, and we're just going to have to make sure that we don't do what happened in 2017. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still have bad memories of going into school the next day.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you on that one, Posh. I'm with you on that one. Leverkusen only need one game. Only need to win 1 from 6 to be champions. Wow.
Well, as we mention teams that are finishing first and champions, I talked about non-league football. I think it's fair to say I'd like to congratulate Chesterfield on getting promoted to League 2 by a whopping landslide. That was actually confirmed about 2 weeks ago or so. But yeah, in the same league as Ebbsfleet, Chesterfield are back in the Football League now, and rightly deserved. They were riding high at the top. So yeah, congratulations to them. And hopefully it'll be Ebbsfleet next year, eh? We'll see.
Can I do a bit of a Scott Hall in the chat right now, guys? If I could have a little survey, would you guys like to join us tomorrow for an impromptu Gooner Gathering stream of Liverpool against United? What do you think? Would you all be up for it?
Well, I won't be.
I know you can't.
Because...
I know you can't. I'm not saying for you, Posh. I want to see some comments underneath AFC Always' thing there. If I get enough people saying you want to see us do it, I will do it. But as I'm waiting for a response of that, because I expect about a 30-second delay on StreamYard, you're just overriding emotions and your feelings on tonight's performance, mate?
AFC always says yes, do it. There you go. You've got his seal of approval.
There's one. I can see 16 in the chat. If I can get another 5 more, I might do it. Get your analysis, Posh, please, in terms of another very professional away performance and another clean sheet.
Very good performance. Brilliant away performance as well. Brighton away is never an easy ground to go to, but we did it. We got the 3 points in an amazing fashion. We were organised in attack and in defence. Brilliant performance all around, and we're reaching the end of days because I gave Kai Havertz the player of the match, and he got player of the match in the Sky Sports fashion. So yeah,
very, very well deserved. Did Kai Havertz pick up that man of the match award? I thought he was brilliant today. Posh is saying in the chat that I should do it. If I can get a few more, I will consider it, and we'll see how it goes. So, big question now, Posh. We'll go towards Champions League on Tuesday. Let's just sort of think that maybe everyone's come out of this game unscathed. Is there anything you might change?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to see what the squad is like come Monday, in case of any potential injuries, what with Gabriel and everything. But I would like to see Tomiyasu at left back. That's my obvious choice, I think.
Ahead of Kivior?
Kivior, look, I know he's been good on form at left back, but I think Tomiyasu maybe. I don't know.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Tomiyasu is probably. Yeah, he's got the better quality player. I think he's the better player. I know Kivior on form was very good at left back, but he's still young and he's not played much games in the Champions League. And if Tomiyasu was available against Porto and was fit against Porto, he would have started at left back instead of Kivior.
Okay. So, here's what I think I'm going to do. So, look, I normally keep our YouTube channel exclusive for our Arsenal content, whether it be during the matches or Bertie doing the Football Manager as the Arsenal manager. Now, kind of what I'm thinking, guys, if I've got 17 of you in the chat right now, I want to see this. Here you go. Let me put this on the screen here. Twitch.tv/Gooner Gathering. What I think I'd like off you is, if you want to see us do or want to see me do a solo stream on the Liverpool game tomorrow, I will put it exclusively on the Twitch channel. So what I need from all of you right now, if you can, give us a follow over on that link right now, www.twitch.tv/Gooner Gathering. Now, what I can say to you is, if I get enough people watching us exclusively on that Twitch channel, it will really help us out in terms of becoming an affiliate on Twitch. And obviously that would mean an awful lot to all of our team here. And it will mean that we can start maybe developing the channel further. I think it's probably the best way to put it. So here's what I propose. I propose I'll be exclusive live. If I'm solo on the stream, it don't matter. I will do that stream for you tomorrow. What I'd suggest to all of you who are watching us in the chat, please be sure to share the good name of Gooner Gathering around to your friends and to your family. If you want to see a family-friendly stream in terms of going through a live match without any four-letter words coming up, if you want it, keep it PG, say, this is the place for you to stay. Gooner Gathering is the one to be at, because my guys, and particularly this young man to my left at this moment, we are very good at keeping it all in check in terms of the live match. We're here for the young families, because I have my little daughter of 12 years old today. I can't believe it, in the background. Share the name of Gooner Gathering around. Let's see if we become affiliate on Twitch tomorrow. Twitch.tv/Gooner Gathering is where everybody will need to be tomorrow. I'll be exclusive on Twitch tomorrow. All right? I think that sounds fair enough.
Yeah, fair play. Sounds good.
Would you like to give a prediction on it, mate? How do you think this one's going to play out?
United and Liverpool. I think for it's gonna be 3-2 Liverpool, and Liverpool win it in the last kick of the game.
Okay.
It'll be 2-2 for most of the game, but Liverpool get like a 96th minute winner or something. That's what I think.
Can I just say, look at the picture on Sky Sports right now.
I've just turned it off.
So Theo Walcott working as a pundit, Alan Smith, who was on co-coms today for Sky Sports, and Bukayo Saka, 3 different generations of Arsenal right there in the Saturday night football chat. It's incredible to see.
And AFC always says happy 12th birthday to Amy.
Oh.
Thank you very much, mate. Always very much appreciated. Thank you all for watching us. Today I was a bit apprehensive because I didn't have a chance to do an awful lot of prep today. Posh Bertie was sensational with the stats he provided today. And what a sensational performance from Arsenal today. 3-0 win at the Amex, away from home. My daughter's name is Amy. Thank you, mate. No worries at all. So look, I think we're going to wrap up for today right now. I've got some editing to do.
We nearly have done 3 hours on air. We've done a Monday Night Raw. And speaking of which, it is, of course, WrestleMania weekend, yes. And if you will be staying up to watch WrestleMania, there is a channel that we've given a shout out for a while. They're basically our sister channel. I believe they will be doing a watch along on both nights. Wrestle Dogs. Please check that out. That's Wrestle and DAWGS. I've been on that channel before. Lee has, and I believe they will be. A couple of the members will be doing a WrestleMania watch along. I think
that's the plan. Yeah, absolutely, that's the plan, Posh. So I'll advise you all, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitch. Be sure to catch me tomorrow. I will put a post on the X page. I'll do that tomorrow, as exactly when I'm going on air. If I'm doing it Joey Styles, if I'm doing it solo down in Acapulco, I will do it for the millions
and millions of goons.
Absolutely, we shall do it for you all. So, Posh, where can they all find you on your social media, please, sir?
You can find me on X or Twitter at Posh Bertie. My Instagram is at BertieOneless. I also run Gooner Gathering's Instagram account, which is, of course, at Gooner Gathering.
Thank you very much. You can find me, of course, at Goonerly Meads on X. You can find all of us on the channel at Gooner Gathering. Of course, you can see on the banner there our wonderful team. Of course, Golazzo Francini, who is back on air. If you haven't seen her, make sure you check out Golazzo on YouTube. Of called Sam Wilson. He of the Wrestle Dogs. Please check him out. Matt Roberts, of course, focusing very much on the ladies' game over on Vic Akers Wonderland on YouTube. Also helps us out massively. So big thanks to you. And of course, Spencer is Cat and Dog 4824. And yeah, that's our social medias done and dusted. One
very sweet comment from AFC Always there.
I'm trying to pop it up on my screen and I can't.
It says, Amy, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you really enjoyed your birthday and your mum and dad have spoiled you rotten because you deserve it. Very nice comment from AFC Always there.
We've had a lovely day here in the Meadows household. We've had my wife's mum come round to spoil my Amy absolutely ridiculously, as you'd expect, as she deserves, because she is my princess. And it's been an absolute blast of a stream, guys. So at this stage, I am going to wrap it. All right. Yeah. So it's been a good one, guys. Arsenal, at least temporarily, are top of the table. We shall see you tomorrow on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gooner Gathering. And thank you so much again for supporting us on the channel, and we shall see you very soon.